Hello everybody, welcome back.
I imagine we shall do quite well here, because it's a perfect focal point for the talisman machine.
To find the Tasmanian tiger. Last time we were here, we were busy in snow worries. This time something went oopsie, and instead of what normally would be happening, I somehow managed to record a video without my audio again. But luckily enough, the issue was solved, and at this point, you should just be hearing me and my audio currently over the gameplay that you're watching. Post commentary. I was going to just replay the whole level again, then I realized there's really no point. I already have the footage recorded, so here we are in...
Hello again, Ty. Ah, I see you found some more golden cogs. Smashing. Ty, let's try them out in the Rang machine. Eureka! We've created a multi-rang. According to my calculations, the multi-rang will allow you to throw a lot of rangs at the same time. You beauty!
Come over to Murray, Julius's shop and acquire the multi-rang. This multi-rang obviously is pretty self-explanatory. You get to throw a bunch of rangs. Past me, do the thing. And that's a lot of rangs. This boomerang is very useful for the fact that it can throw a lot of rangs. And obviously you can spam them at enemies and it'll do a good amount of damage to them. But of course, since this is a voiceover, I can control only what's going on with myself. We'll be heading on over to Bridging the River Tide, because that's the next place on our roadmap to success.
There's nothing quite like a moonlit billabong. Except maybe a moonlit billabong full of giant roaches, spiders and bats.
It should be warned, for this video, arachnophobes, be warned, there are plenty of spiders in this. And, Lord knows they be jumping. So, the word of the wise, they exist here. I can definitely say this level off the bat is beautiful, just because of the amazing, like, stars in the sky and everything, just the moodiness. It's a pretty great level.
G'day, Ty. Welcome to the Billabong. This is the home of me old mate, Dennis the Cheapskate. I mean Green Tree Frog. Oh, dear. He has got the biggest thunder egg collection this side of the Black Stub. I've tried to convince him to give some up, but he's too precious with them. I'm sure if you did some odd jobs for him, he'd be happy to throw some your way, if you know what I mean. Leave it to me, Murray.
So Murray has asked us to grease Dennis the Cheapskate's palms a bit so we can get at a couple of his Thunderbird eggs. Now normally we'd be going the normal route, but I say we go to the waterfall. Go to the waterfall. Dumb brain, go waterfall, be nice. And we obviously see a couple of opals under the water here. There are notably some in the river that's up ahead right here, but until the second half of the level, we should be fine. If we encounter a new enemy, which, funny enough, I still haven't remembered what it's from. Quite literally, I'll do it in post. To look up what the sport that he's using the gear from. I believe I said the joke of rugby many times. As you can see here, he's pretty much impervious to regular attacks. The only ways to hurt this guy are 2 sufficient bites, or, in a special case, if you have the Boomerangs on you, which you should at this point, you should be able to burn off. There we go. You should be able to burn off his equipment and then be able to just hit him regularly. Also hidden box, because of course there was. So these guys are definitely pervious to the Boomerang. It should roughly take you about 2 shots. 3 if you're feeling spammy, because he can take an extra hit somehow if you just mercilessly rush at him. We've seen some floating birds there. As well as if we come up upon this area, we can notice that there's particularly gross 8-legged creatures that can just easily be dealt with by throwing boomerangs at them. You don't have to get close to them if you don't want to. We get our second golden cog. Going forward, we can see more of these sports ball players. There's actually an achievement apparently linked to burning a certain amount of their equipment, so keep that in mind if you're going up against them. And if we look, if we use our eyes well enough, we'll notice another hidden box. We can look up to this river and notice that there's a cave going up into it. We notice a little bilby person waiting to be rescued. And this golden cog right here for us to get, but we can't quite get it yet, so we're gonna dive right into the water. Primarily for the bilby person. Also, if by the end of the level you missed any of the ice opals, they're guaranteed to probably be either here or somewhere else in the water areas, because it's usually very easy to miss water levels when there's opals involved. I meant that backwards. It's very easy to miss opals when there's a lot of water levels involved. That is our, I believe, second. It's weird. I literally am watching it, yet second time watching, I still didn't catch it in time to read it. Bilby people. They're nice. Back on track. This is the only way to get back up here, by the way. Well, I could be a bold-faced lie, honestly. Going forward, past the tree, we see this gear. There's no way to get to it yet. Wait like 2 minutes. Maybe half a minute, honestly. Just keep walking along the path, dealing with enemies. Those guys can be defeated in 3 hits if you're willing to bite them twice. Semantics, you know, weird stuff. These guys aren't really that hard to deal with unless you fall off on accident. Unless you really stand still long enough for them to hit the sports ball at you. I believe at this point I had made many passings about cutting parts of the video out, because not only because of its length, but also just because I kept missing. I find it slightly humorous, so I think I'll keep it in. That I'm lazy. Luckily enough on this attempt, I actually managed to jump this time. Already a good portion of the way done. Well, I said that, but I'm just boasting up a little bit. You can see this nice river going out, and we can see a web, which is usually synonymous with a certain creature I'd rather not talk about. Be careful, because this tall grass is very good at hiding things, including bilby people. And we can hear that there's one not too far off ourselves. Keep moving forward. Notice a very obvious box that is doing its best job to like not be tangible. Dang. Should be noted that hidden boxes apparently can't be bitten at all. Now, be careful of these high grasses because these fuckers can jump, and I mean really fucking jump. Little bastards. Fuck it, I'll do it live. Golden gear number 4. Should have put on the noise suppression, shouldn't I? You can see there, we're standing on a basket. And the spider willingly jumped off the cliff. And we ate the pie. First and foremost, that spider's a sucker because now he can't hurt us. Second and foremost, Mrs. Bilby is over here. Keeping a watchful on the spider, mind you. The nerve to be paranoid a little bit. Mrs. Bilby is free and we can go on forward. While this guy loses out because he's a jerk. We've gotten everything so far. And obviously be sure not to miss that jump unless you have to go all the way back, yada yada. Not much of an issue. I will say, from when I recorded this, there was definitely a lot of roaming around, not knowing much of anything. Or what I'm to be doing for the most part. Enough, the me here now is able to help with a lot of that. And let's start off by saying, Jesus the Christ, those are some gigantic roaches. Any people who aren't necessarily fond of bugs may want to avoid this episode and or level for this case. I get it, 100%. You don't need to tell me. I 100% get it. These things are annoying and gross. Bats. Bats are enemies that can be easily dealt with. Just hit them with the Boomerang once. Done. With other rangs, it usually requires multiple hits. Cockroaches, you gotta bite them. Or just hit them a lot with Boomerangs, I think. A lot of interesting enemies today so far. As a future note to anyone playing, when you're looking around and notice those pillars, not pillars, pilot lights, cog number 5, there's these pilot lights around here, all about. As we're about to pass some in a minute, after I fumble hitting a bat with a boomerang made of fire. Over there in the distance, in the back, you can see pipes with bends in it. And me killing an alligator. Keep note of where those are because you'll have to come back for them later. It also should be noted this level is very much reliance on the Boomerang that you have. So it's gonna be flexed a lot this episode. You can just go underwater and deal with some issues such as collecting these opals, seeing a roach survive the toughest environments, even drowning. These bastards just go figure. And getting the 6th golden cog available to us. Now, we'll be approaching fairly soon underwater, because I do go throughout the entirety of the underwater area on this part. We'll be approaching a set of fallen logs that should be made note of, right here, in fact. Behind them, and my eyes didn't spot it well enough, but, which is funny, because I just had to move the camera just a little bit more. There's a button over there that should be pressed as soon as possible, because that helps you get that gear that we're passing currently up on the pillar. It's amazing how hard I tried to get that golden cog later. It's embarrassing, so much so I might just cut that part out, honestly. So yeah. I'm showing off here that it takes 3 hits to take out a bat. I'm showing off here also that we have a friend over here, if you remember correctly, from Shipwrecks. Rex himself appears in this level. And also we're finding that a building person, Buildy Grandma, waiting for us around the tree. So let's finally talk to our friend, Dennis the Cheapskate.
Please don't hurt me.
Hey, relax, mate. I'm Ty, and you must be Dennis the Cheapskate. Well, I mean Green Tree Frog.
Ty? Oh, Maury's friend. I'm so glad to see you. The local bully, Neddy, has extinguished all the lights that show my way home, and now I don't know where to go. It's not that I'm scared of the dark or anything, but, yes, could you kindly escort me home?
No worries.
Now I feel a bit bad for Dennis the Cheapskate here. Primarily because he's scared of his own amphibian brothers. It's like, man, I don't know what to tell you. Same time, some of his fears I get, given the fact that we've experienced giant jumping spiders and or gigantic cockroaches the size of a minivan. And I'm talking about the bad kind of minivan. So, his fear and paranoia is not entirely out of place. Being said, we can leave this trail of opals for us to gather now, since we're going through it finally. All we gotta do, the objective for Dennis, is to light these gas cans up and lead the way through without general issue. Should be easy. Just remember to light them. This first time through, you shouldn't have any issues, because I think they being the trash cans themselves, have a bit of a time limit when it comes to staying lit. I know later it does, because usually when you circle back around, they're like off again, but still. Onto a new point I want to make. My suggestion, if you're playing along with this, would be to escort Dennis to the finish line first, before going off to the side and doing anything else, because Dennis has a 2-part objective for you. The first part is finished once you escort him home. Once he gets home, we'll have a second objective waiting for us, to which we'll have to come back out here into this area anyways to complete. So, hold off on doing everything, at least until after you escort him home. Then go nuts. Obviously, one of the caveats of this mission is having to wait for him to get here. Just waiting for Dennis.
Ah, home sweet home. I made it thanks to you. I'm not sure if you knew this, but I have a magnificent collection of thunder eggs. I insist that you have one.
We get a reward of a thunder egg, and like I said previously, he does have an objective for us.
Oh dear, this isn't good. My hot water system has given up the ghost. The pilot flames must have gone out. Could you find a way to fire up the gas again? I'm allergic to gas. Otherwise, I'd do it, you know.
Yeah, okay, no worries.
So he can't light up his things. Something of important note, besides the fact that there's a hidden chest and a golden cog right there. I'm taking this moment to inform...
Hi, this is Dennis. I'm sorry, but I've stepped out to take a bubble bath. If you could leave your name and number at the sound of the beep, I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Ciao.
I'm here to inform about these pilot lights. So, in a minute or two, I'm going to attempt to hit it. Here's the issue. I'm aiming for the fire, not the device itself. Collect the golden gear, golden cog, whatever. Semantics. And, the problem... Oh, geez, that was the first one I was thinking of. Alright.
Hi, this is Dennis.
Yes, Dennis.
Sorry.
Yeah, just skip that. These pilot lights. I'm going to attempt to hit it. Correct? Here's the issue. You can't hit it in the flame. You got to hit it at the base, where the metal's at. That's exactly where you need to hit it at. Which unfortunately means, because I thought it was already lit, naturally I'll have to come back. Which is unfortunate, but what are you going to do? So now our current objective is to go forward and find all these pilot lights so we can light them up. And Dennis will have warm water again. Mind you, his excuse is he's allergic to gas. Like everyone though, technically. The gases we can't handle. It can be very dangerous for us. If we go across this way, we will encounter a boss fight.
You shouldn't be here, Ty. This is where Neddy lives. Neddy. Yes, Neddy. He's the biggest, toughest bully this side of the black stump. Well, he doesn't sound so tough. Nice one, Ty. Now you've riled him.
Oh, Jesus. I, for one, agree with Ty. He actually isn't that tough. And more so, he's not that bad of a guy either. As we can see there, one of the pilot lights is just waiting for us to be out of here. So we had to come here regardless. It also should be noted that at this current moment, I'm actually walking past a couple of opal boxes that I missed. It is imperative that we do actually get that that raised platform and knock it off its thing. But just to the right of the bridge I'm currently on, there should be a little opening where you can jump down and get a couple of boxes. I didn't do this and I won't do this for a while, so don't expect it. But as you can see here, there's a lot of boxes over here, and I do mean a lot of boxes. So, go figure. But if we go underneath the bridge, you can find the final Bilby person, and a Ice Thunderbird egg. You can see here's where I learned initially. You gotta hit the metal, not the fire. Gotta love timing. And then me realizing I'll have to go back to get the other thing. At Dennis's house, more particularly. Going forward, we're gonna actually finally take on Nettie.
Ho, ho, ho! Trespasser am orange rat, puny rat. No match for Nettie. Nettie clobber him good. Ooh.
I think I like Nettie. Nettie funny. Nettie is a mini-boss per se. He will have at least one attack, and that is ramming you full speed. The best and only way to beat him would be to wait for him to charge, get out of his way, and hit the belt buckles that are holding up his armor on the back. It takes roughly 3 times and one last hit to the belly to defeat him. Once everything's said and done, just hit him in the belly and easy peasy.
What? Orange rat beat Nettie. Oh, Nettie, I'm so ashamed. Here, Nettie gives shiny rock to new friend.
All right.
Getting us our third Ice Thunderbird, Thunder Egg.
Orange rat am Nettie's new best friend.
Ain't that sweet? Nettie's
Orange rat am Nettie's new best friend.
Nettie's nice. I like Nettie. Well, with that little boss fight out of the way, we are gonna notice there's a lot of invisible boxes in this area. And I do mean a lot. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if I somehow managed to get all of the hidden concept art in this level. I'm not saying I do. I'm pretty sure I don't. It's the funny thing. But the point is, I wouldn't be surprised if I got very close. Technically speaking, if you think about it, I'm wasting time just because the Boomerang takes a couple seconds to burn through the box, where you could just probably hit it with the regular box and then get it less time. You get the point. So, at this point, I'm having a sudden realization of past me is realizing, oh crap, I gotta go back to... Is he? He is. He's gotta realize, oh crap, I gotta go back to Dennis's house to get that one. Primarily because I was worried about it teleporting me there to get the Thunder Egg. I'm wrong. Don't worry about that at all. Technically, for completionist sake, you might just want to leave Dennis's house fire last, just because you're gonna be right there anyway.
There's still no hot water, Ty. Make sure you light all the pilot flames at the same time.
It's impossible to do that, by the way. Light them all at the same time, because... Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, you're not really have to worry about them going out, so you're fine. Just go on. That being said, definitely the ideal situation for the second part of the level is to leave Dennis's request last, the second one at least, just because at this point you can go around, you can explore, you can get everything you need to, and then after that, while you're probably along the way with getting all the things he's requested of you, you could leave the one at his house for last. That way, that's the last thing you have to do, and then just leave out the door to the portal and be done with it. Separate PSA note. Watch out for crocodiles. They're dangerous. Also, probably don't berate them by throwing boomerangs at them. Probably a definite no-no. If we look in the background, we could see that cockroach just surviving somehow. I have no words for that. That's just amazing. Another golden cog in the pocket. All we gotta do is just keep continuing forward. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of these opals, you're just gonna be easy to miss because this bridge is such a gigantic focal point of the level. You might forget to look under it. And even sometimes just be like, where around this bridge is the rest of the things I need? You should be fine though. I think my video serves as well enough of a relative guide to learn everything about it. Including the hidden boxes that keep showing up. Unintentionally, mind you. You can probably already tell by the fact of the sound design in this game helps alert you to threats pretty well. For instance, anything that sounds like a maraca shaking, you could probably bet is some sort of creepy crawler. Actually, wait, did the spiders have a bongo thing to them? Yeah, they did. Well, still, this game does a pretty good job at making you aware of the enemies around you. At this point, we're just going about trying to get the rest of the pilot lights while collecting whatever we can. Not much left, honestly. There is a whole side thing going on with Rex we haven't done yet. Well, as long as you're patient and wait long enough until you get in range of this heating element. There we go. I really had something to prove by lighting that barrel. Good for you, me. At this point in the video, I'm honestly debating how I'm supposed to get most of those other pilot lights, because I remembered correctly that platform's supposed to be moving. But funny enough, I surprisingly managed a way to get them without the need of the automatic moving platform. So, in my case, a little bit good on me. Also, it appears I've spotted some boxes. One clearly right there above the circle of water. And one hidden very well above in a tree's leaves. In fact, it's right above us. My only issue is it takes me a minute to like gather it's there. It's hidden just well enough within the tree line. Very good, very good. Now we can go on to how okay, never mind. I just avoid that. Actually, I think I'll probably go at this point. I either talk to Rex. I talk to Rex.
G'day, mate. I came here to give Dennis some diving lessons, but he chickened out.
Well, who can blame him?
You know, Ty, It's high time you learned how to dive. All you have to do is run and press the jump button near the water's edge, then press the bite button to do a dive. See if you can dive into that yellow crate.
Our objective at this moment is to just dive headfirst into a crate. That should have hurt.
Bonza, you're a natural, Ty. If you're up to the challenge, why don't you try the Super Tower High Dive? Here's the challenge, mate. Dive from the top of the Super Tower and pass through each of the rings on the way down. If you get them all, I'll give you a Thunder Egg.
Oh, you beauty!
We have a super tower that we were taken off island for, mind you. The objective's simple, just go through the hoops. It's relatively easy. Like, you'll have honestly no hassle going through. You could almost go through a straight line through this and still make it perfectly fine.
That was a pearler of a dive. I tell you what, mate, you'd give the Pippi Beach Nippers a run for their money. Here, you've earned this.
Ripper!
And that's us another Thunder Egg. Or would it be Ice Egg at this point? We still have a couple things left for us to do. Look at some boxes that we clearly missed. And figure out how to get these 2 pilot lights on. Now, as mentioned previously, I missed a button to cause that platform to move. In fact, I think I might even be debating it. Like, maybe I think, no, I missed something. Boomerangs are just out of reach, but it can still be managed even if you're too stubborn to either go for the button or honestly just want to try a new way of doing things. You can reach just close enough to this platform area to where if you jump up onto the platform, you'll be perfectly fine. And even jump on the pipes to get over and like the next one. So these two pilot lights can just be easily gotten all together without even needing the button. That being said, this golden gear that we're passing absolutely needs the button. I'm not even gonna second guess it. It needs it. From experience, you're gonna want that button. Also, you can see me here trying to get up a platform that I cannot. You're gonna need to go from that up from afar. And in fact, that's exactly what I'm doing, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So, one falling and floating session later. We're just gonna ride this floating platform. Well, not floating. Actually, no, it'll still be floating. Go figure. We're gonna ride this floating platform to get all the opals, just cause, why not? I got time to burn, clearly. Even though it's like 38 minutes in at this point. And we're gonna get to one of the most hardest things on this level. Cause, Lord help me, yeah, there we go, I see. Oh wait, those are 2 boxes right there. I'm a bit. So at least I know where they're at and I know where I have to go. Heck, I think I even say like the last couple opals are probably gonna be over here. This is the most annoying part of this level. If you remember the turkeys from that one forest level that we were in, you have to do that, but it's even more annoying because now there's 2. You can tell by my voice, I don't like this one at all. It's just so annoying because it takes you a minute to both realize, A, they're... You know, no, I'm not even gonna explain it much because the video does it well enough. You find two of these turkey bastards. After finally being able to catch one of them. I said after finally being able to catch one of them. Oh yeah, and just a reminder, your boomerangs do nothing for it. They're just annoying incarnate. You gotta actually just keep an eye on them, which the camera doesn't want to commit sometimes. Gotta keep an eye on them and just bite them. Maybe even primarily catch them in a corner is the best way that I've remembered this going. If I had to recommend, don't use the dive technique. It's terrible for this. Just run after them, keep an eye on them, and then just bite them. Because, yeah, this gets really annoying. Yes, here you go, like that. You finally bite one, and then you realize, oh, the thunder egg didn't drop. It, in fact, went to the other guy. And then it does that again. Goes to the other guy. Your whole objective this entire time is to keep biting between them until they both die. That isn't necessarily well explained at all, but plain and simple, you're gonna get annoyed very quickly. Because in my head, how it was supposed to go is, maybe I'm supposed to get one down and then the other one will fall. I have to get one down and then the other one will fall and then I'll be able to get it. No, it just keeps going back and forth. That's the only objective. There's no way to like weasel out of this. See, look, I even try to like preemptively get this guy to be like, alright, well maybe if I take him out first and then go to the other one, I'll get the thunder egg. No, it's just bite them both until they give up. Which is super annoying because chasing these things is already a chore. Topple that on top of going back and forth between the two just to make sure being the right pacing. I was kind to me enough for them to have slow reaction times at this point, or me having great reaction time at this point. All I know is I was fed up at this point. At this moment, I was fed up and I was like, that is just rude to the extreme. I even looked it up just because you're tag team Turk. Yeah, jerks. Oh yeah, don't forget to like this pilot light. The last one, in fact. Go figure. I hope this means that we can return to Dennis whenever we wish. Getting a Thunderbird egg. Icebird egg? Ice egg. And a tomato. Funny enough, at the beginning I was worried that it would teleport me, but go figure. At this point, there should be, if memory serves, 2 golden cogs remaining. Even though I just seen the thing already. We can see over here, these last remaining Thunderbird eggs I missed. Thunderbird eggs. Opals I missed. So now we're fully ready to receive the Thunderbird egg reward from the opal machine. Sorry it took so long to get everything, but go figure. Now we still have the issue of these 2 things. Of both the golden cog that's down here and the one that I completely forgot about until last minute. Now, what I'm about to do here, jumping off the bridge to get the golden cog. Correction, what I'm about to do after on my way back from this. Oh jeez. I got to lower that for that.
Superb! Now I can make a nice hot cup of tea. Thank you, Ty. Here's a little something that I insist you have. It's from my magnificent collection of thunder eggs.
Grasses!
Okay, now another thunder egg richer. Teleport to the beginning.
Even the cockroaches here like a flutter at the track. It's so simple, even you can have a go. Just run to the finish, making sure you go through each checkpoint.
This is easy peasy. Just go through the thing, yada yada, do the race. Should be no hassle, no problems. Well, I wouldn't say it's a well, yeah, it is a race against time. Yeah, this is not that bad. Got a race through, no enemies, nothing to worry about. Easy peasy. That being said, I'll take this possible 2 minutes to go ahead and state if you've liked what you've seen so far and like what I do, why not give the video a like itself? I just so humbly request that, give it the love that it deserves, or the love you feel it deserves. If you feel so generous as to maybe even comment if you're feeling up to it, and most important to me, maybe if you could kindly share this video around for others to see, so I could possibly, get even bigger than I am now. Thank you so much for watching, and I definitely hope you enjoyed what I've been doing so far with this. I can definitely say I am. I can currently say I'm not happy with the fact I have to record this after point because I made an oopsie, but I'm definitely happy to be doing it for all those who actually enjoy my content. That being said, we're pretty much reached the end of the line here. Minute 57.
Not bad at all. You've made it through in record time. Here's your thunder egg. Sweet.
Record time, and had enough time left over to get an extra concept art box, mind you. So it's like better than any better. Okay. So this is what I was talking about previously. This bridge is required to get one of the golden cogs. Here's the main issue. I'm going for the wrong one. We can see here that I'm attempting to find the part of the bridge where there's the golden cog underneath it. This is absolutely wrong. The golden cog you want to look for with this bridge should be from your way Dennis outward, leading out, leaving Dennis's place. Look to your right. Look to your right. There should be a giant tree with a golden cog on it. That's the one you're intended to get using the bridge. As for that little part with the golden cog underneath the bridge, you absolutely need the platform and the hidden button in this level. Now, we're gonna look for this button that's eluded us so long because my brain remembered explicitly that there was a button to be found after killing this cockroach. It's around this area. We're about to see it in a minute. There it is. Corner of our eye. Under the logs, hidden behind them, this platform will start moving once the button is hit. And this button and platform is how we are supposed to get this golden cog. But of course, let's take this moment to acquire our ice Thunderbird egg and see we're missing 2 more golden cogs. But as previously mentioned, and I'll find out soon enough, the other golden cog isn't that far off from where we are now. The only issue is we gotta get this first one to get the second one. Why so? Because I can't control actions of past me. Future me I probably could. But past me? No. No, he's hard to control sometimes, primarily because I already did it. We can see this is the intended method we're supposed to get to these pilot lights. But we managed to find a way ourselves, and better for us. Good for us for managing that as it is. See, Ty being an absolute dog somehow. Despite being, from recently what I've learned, a part of the koala family. It's neat. It's very neat. Go figure. Slowly approaches our destination. The golden cog. And from the water we can see the man, the item, the myth, the legend. The 10th golden cog of this level. You can see I'm starting to piece it together that everything. Oh wait, I gotta go up to the bridge. I gotta jump out the thing. My memory's there. The only issue is it's memories from let's say 7 years ago. I think it's the last time I officially completed Tasmanian Tiger, the first one. That aside, it still has a best relative grasp of what's going on. That being said, me, do the thing. Thank you, me. We can see very plainly we have everything. And the spiral jingle should have played, so yeah. We're just well on our way to continue onward to getting to the end of this region. All I gotta do now is just leave this area and leave Dennis behind. Well, I'm pretty sure it won't. It's the last time we'll see of him. And that was Bridge Over the River, Ty. And I think I'd like to say now, with only one Thunder Egg remaining, next time on Ty and the Tasmanian Tiger, we'll be visiting the last level ahead of us and seeing a new boomerang because we have just enough. For lack of a better outro, we'll see you guys then. Later.